Hello, hello, hello. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Very good. Okay. Let's get cooking here. So it's 1:04, a little bit past the 1 p.m. Had to finish setting up stuff. Yeah, I wanted to come in today fully off the charts and just take as PM as its own session. So I'm just gonna start tape reading again here. Fill this daily fair value gap on NQ that was made after this close. Big gap up. We're gonna likely see a lot of things here. Gonna mark down the 4-hour too. Tiny gap. We're basically back inside the 4-hour PPR. If we get a closure by 2 p.m. under this, that could really spell for this whole up close candle be taken. So we'll have to pay attention to the 4-hour closely today. Gonna mark out this buy side. And then this low here, which it basically pumped up at 2 p.m. sharp without leaving any wick, really. All right, and then I'm gonna clear these charts up. Let's do a reset for this week. So we have this hourly fair value gap from Friday that we gapped up. I don't know if you guys were watching that. That's what I was looking at before the stream ended on Friday, and it was just gapping up, gapping up. And I wanted higher, and then we had that troll, if you guys remember, that said they wanted shorts, but this is so clear that it was upside that he got really hurt. Anyways, what we do have is somewhat of what I want to say an hourly breaker now with this closure. Any retrace back inside of, let's say, this down close candle here, which we got closed, retrace back inside. This would be what we'll look as our hourly breaker. I'm gonna mark the same thing on NQ here, or ES here. So we'll keep that in mind if that's gonna be where it reacts from. Gonna use that unique candle. And then the 15-minute really doesn't say too much, other than we got a sharp closure underneath, and anything above is that order block holding it down, which it is. We're just moving lower. I didn't trade Asia last night because I wasn't home, but it looks like we gapped up, fill the gap below, and then just grinded it up all the way to fill the daily gap, and now we're selling back lower, taking the Asia lows. So now we'll start looking for some trades here. We're pretty short bias right now. Everything is just showing lower, especially in the daily as well as the hourly. So now we'll be looking at the 1 and 5 for any short setups. It basically just consolidated between these highs and these lows for a while. Now we're just selling off, and I want to get in sells and shorts, but it's just moving pretty aggressively here. All right, let me look at chat. You would have had a bearish bias all day, no setups. This might be what we'll have again. I do dislike how price action delivers like this, where it just basically go one side delivery. which especially outside of my trading time, where I want to take trades, that's where it becomes problematic. All right, it's still selling off. I'm pretty short bias right now. It's just need to look, see if there's some structures for short where we can have a good risk reward. A model short essentially is what I'm looking for. And I'll be trading on my Apex Take Profit Trader, my fund features, and some live accounts. Yeah, look at this sell. I just got on. I'm just like wrapping my head around it. And I don't think I could really just jump in, but that's what it's doing. Selling off aggressively. How many people were able to capitalize shorts somewhere between noon to now? What an aggressive sell here. Yeah, this is what happens during New York Open too. Like, I'm waiting for a specific time to start trading, and then it dumps like this, and then you're just sitting there like, especially if you're not wanting to take trades yet, this is what it feels like. Like, let's say New York opens right here at 1 p.m. and then it does like a quick reaction up and then just sells off. If you miss it, you're just watching it just dump. But I'm gonna start looking here. Sell off aggressively. Nvidia just tanking too. Look at Nvidia charts right now. I expected this reaction back up. We got a sell all at 116, bounce at 125, and just straight even lowers now. That's kind of moving crack here. Like, it looks like you guys got some shorts. I'm just gonna start up here. See what we can find. This is probably what we'd be looking for the 15-minute from yesterday. We're gonna flip this 15-minute flip here, get a closure down. Any retreats back up, I'm gonna look for shorts as well as any order block. So this would be that closure here, up close, closure down. Like we could just see like maybe change state delivery off the 15-minute here. I'm gonna mark on ES as well. And we'll just be pretty much aggressively looking for shorts if this get closure in 2 minutes. So this could be what I'm anticipating. Yeah, so many stocks were recovering. This is the hourly charts, but I saw Tesla too. Tesla recovered like pretty good, like 10%. Nvidia covered probably around 10% too. And then market open just dumps. I wonder if crypto is doing the same thing. It was like 94, 95,000 on Bitcoin. And we're just back down. That's kind of crazy. Market selling like it's May already. And it's still going. That's actually kind of Wow. Likely going for this low here, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. Look at this sell. It literally started at 1 p.m., right? And then 120 points in 15 minutes. I really want to be able to get into that. I just can't. It just happened way, way too fast. So we're getting some moves back up. I need a trade. We got a deep closure on the 15-minute. If we can retrace back to size 15-minute here, that's 15-minute. That's gonna be the clean short here. You're kind of asking for a run back near that whole drop. Maybe that 1 p.m. here. Where is that 1 p.m.? You're basically asking for this to retrace all the way back up to premium discount on this range here. To OT other way. For a pretty good short. Send this low. But what a sell. That was very aggressive. Move back up here. Sometimes you guys catch the knife. I'm not gonna catch any knife. I'd rather join the knife if it gives us. But this whole week, it just feels like, or even these last few weeks, especially in AM, it just feels like once it goes, it just takes off, doesn't look back, and just slams. Do stat map. I have stat map on here, the 4 hour here. So the 4 hour open, came back up, and now we're selling down to distribution here. As well as the hourly. Let's see how the hourly looks like. We opened all the up here. We went to the manipulation, and we're just selling off past distribution here. And I'm liking the sell side. This looks like a good sell side to me here. Around 680. But yeah, I think trading right now is not the easiest. I mean, there's definitely some trades that you could take, maybe in hindsight as well, but it is pretty volatile. But I just want to lock in and just find that one setup that we always take. And we always really find, no matter how the session is. Would you take the 1237? 1237 is like not my time period, but I'll just take a look here. 1237. So you're looking at this as a high, this as a low, high sweep. I like that. Strong closure. Yeah, I think I would have taken that, put our stop above the breaker high. You're definitely looking for, that might be like a 30-point risk type of play, but you're trying to go for the next low, which is like 100 points already, just because the range is so strong today. Look at that 4 hour flip here. Getting some reversal here. Likely trying to go back to premium off of this. From that tight range is what I'm saying, not like all the way back up. This is holding pretty decent though. Kind of see like a change to delivery here. If this can hold and don't get closure back down to around 30, you can see it come back to 80s here. Mark this. Yeah, I just want to see this react to it. If it does want to react one more time, try to hold this area. Tapping back in the 5 here. Should try to hold here. I can't see why it wouldn't. If it wants to come back up, I mean. If it wants to sell off, that would... We already tapped a few times here. Tapping on NT 5 minute. I think sells, I have to really look at this 15 minutes. So I would need a drive above about 770 for me to start tackling shorts again. If that can give this to us. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I think shorts makes very good sense if we can retrace back up. Ideally, if this also target is not taken, any retrace back up would be that good short down. So that's what I'm looking at. Short from 825. Should I close or add? I think you're looking pretty good for lower. I mean, if you want to manage your risk, put a green stop on above the previous high, you should be good. Deep drive in the hourly too. This makes it feel like I should have looked at trading AM 10. This is such a strong closure. Retrace back up and then short down. That'd been really good. Yeah, what are you guys looking at? I'm still looking upside. Upside short term for shorts, but you know, if you see a long entry somewhere or a scalp, definitely put tight stops on. And looks like we're just not looking for closure more so than anything. Look at that retrace up to the 15-minute here. If we get a retrace up here and look for a 1-minute confirmation inside this 15-minute, that'll be the short that I'll be looking for. Or just a low time frame flip. That wick up and now we're just selling back up. I can't just tap in right there. Yeah. Take Profit Trader, if you guys didn't know, they just released a new sale, 30% off. No activation fee, which actually is an incredible value here. I can't trade it right now because I'm moving to live and they're still, I think they should do it early this week because they were switching me already Thursday. But these are the current deals for the March guys. March 31st, 35% off Tradeify 50K, which is pretty good. 30% off no activation fee for Take Profit Trader. Daily payouts on day 1, and then Apex, I think, is about to wrap up the 80% off too. We added Alpha Futures, 40% off starter plan. We've added them. They're the 6-1 in the rebate program right now, so we have these 6. That's what we have right now. What do you think about the new straight to live accounts? I need to look at it more. It looks kind of expensive. It looks like a sim to funded, but it's more like risk, more less what is it, like controlled for risk controlled. Why do firms want to push live? It's basically the end result is 2 things. You know, there's a more focus on live now with the regulators, because if you don't have live, then that basically means you're kind of running a casino. Because, you know, you make money, you lose money. There's no clear path to live for you to be a prosperous trader without the firm. And to follow off of that, the second point is basically a stop loss for the firm. Let's say I'm trading Take Profit Trader or Apex, and I'm making $100,000 per month on them. They have to pay me out of pocket every month, and I don't think they want to do that. So what they'll do is, you know, take your profits, put you in live, and let's say I make another 100K on the live markets. It's not out of their pockets, it's out of the market. So like I'm basically paying myself essentially. So that's a new 2, basically, to sum it up, 2 reasons why that's a focus. So we did get that retap on that 15-minute, but that was like a sharp, like 1-second tap before it flipped down. Ideally would have looked for a short inside this 15-minute to take out this low. I don't think I would have the heart just to smack. Maybe I'll do a limit order there and size in, but that was quick, man. I remember looking at it and I'm like, okay, we're about to get a short in, and just taps it, comes back down. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I'm really only looking for actionable setups. There's gonna be definitely a lot of commentary, a lot of things that I want to see happen, and it might happen, it might work perfectly, but yeah, I'm not gonna take it because I need to have like a model inside my trades, and if there's no model, then I'm not gonna force it, because this is a flip in our trading, and hopefully you guys trading too. Like we're not pressing buttons randomly anymore. We're not trying to be emotional. We're just trying to trade. And that's that sell side taken coming up. I'll take another one here. So we took ES NQ longs or sell side here. ES hasn't yet. This is the hourly, what I'm looking at. I still want to see that get taken here. We got shy of it. Is this sell because DeepSeek? I have no idea if it's what DeepSeek is doing, but it's just basically the market. We just fill the daily for that gap. We're trying to come push lower, so that's just what I see right now. And then we also got a deep closure on the hourly, the 15 minutes. So like it's just showing that we want lower and lower. And that's why I was looking for shorts on this 15-minute gap retrace here, which we kind of missed out on. But yeah, how many of you guys are starting to take private trader now? I feel like everyone is interested now. They're like daily payouts, no activation fee now. And like everyone that I talked about take profit before, like after I showed like daily payouts and doing all this consistency, even Lanto making like a big day last night on them, like now people are on it. It felt like it was, you know, people know about it, but they didn't want to go for it. Especially this week and last week, but now like the demand is so high. Don't they take 20%? Yeah, so it's 80-20 split. It is 90-10 on the live. But, you know, daily payouts on day one is kind of incredible. That's a trade-off. It's trailing drawdown on funded and then end of day on eval. It does suck that way, but, you know, you're exchanging that plus 80-20 split for daily payouts. Payouts day one, essentially. So you do like a 10K day, 5K day on one account or all accounts. You can take that home when market close. No firm can let you do that. And they have to make you trade a few days. They're trying to make you fail. But if you do really good, man, payouts on day one is unmatched, essentially. And no consistent rule, yeah. That's why you're able to do a big day. So we're still selling lower here. I think this makes sense to me. At least I drive down first, and then we'll see. Does that drive down lower? Or we're still going. We still have lots to go on the left side here. And how far we can really sell off is like anyone concerned here. Until we have like some reason that we want to try to flip back up, we're just gonna sink to the bottom. This is just selling every chance it gets, just selling off. And every wick it comes back up, just sells lower. Good sell, good sell. This is a pretty good spot to take TP if you're in short. If you want to hold for lower, you gotta be careful. I would just hit the TP target. Next target's probably all the way down to next low, 536. I don't know if that could happen today. We already sold aggressively. We're not down that much today because we're up in the morning. Then we start selling. So hasn't wanted a flip yet. Every retrace just been looking for lower. And I mean, if I can see a good scalp, I'll mention it. I'll try to take it personal. But if it's not a good risk reward, I'm not going to post it. I thought take profit was static and the funded. No, it's trailing drawdown, but then it stops trailing after you get above the drawdown limit, just like Apex and other trailing drawdown accounts. The same exact way. So look at every attempt at try to flip higher. This is we got a few accounts to give away today, guys. So we'll start cooking. Does Apex have any live traders? I wouldn't know. I haven't heard of anything either. So if they do have live traders, then they're hiding them. I cannot find any info. Look at this push back up and just met with aggressive sales. This is not ready for long at all. And we missed a good opportunity to short. If it just drive it a little bit higher, that would have been ideal. Because even then on this move up, we didn't even create any gaps. It was like a wick and close lower for consolidation and sell it off. And we created some a move like this. This is ideally kind of what I want to see. And then, you know, then you can take, you have structures for shorts. And I'm just fine with it because if we hit a good trade, we'll find a good model set up, and we'll be positive on all accounts. My chart is behind. Is it behind? Your chart could be showing the future. So that 5-minute gap created now. We're just selling off. We have multiple gaps underneath. We took the sell side, which is entering inside of a larger gap now. See how we react in this 15-minute gap here. So if the stream is lit a little bit behind, what you want to do is just put like 1.25 times speed, and then once it catches up, that stream would at most be behind like up to like 0 seconds or like 2 seconds. That's what I've already tested with a lot of traders. It could be like a little bit longer if you're like from a different country, something far with worse latency, but like for the most part, just increase your stream speed and it should sync very well. And like, you know, if you're living in the US Eastern time zone, you might get like no lag or no delay at all. It could be like 0.1 second or something. Just try to match this time, what you see here, with your time, so you see what it looks like once you fast forward. Yeah, we're selling. Still selling here. Oh, I need to start marking this. we're likely gonna sell more here. So yeah, it's not much of like us trying to catch a knife here. We want to join the knife, but we want to get a good setup with it. I mean, here we could have had something. Now we got like a mini 1 minute breaker with this retap back up. This could have been in play too. Just kind of hanging around here, but we're inside this lower gap here. I think we could sell a little bit more. And I'm still watching for any short entries I could really take. Nothing that catches my eye yet, to be honest here. Let me look at chat. Does your code work with TPT? No activation fee? Yes, it does. And then you'll get the cash rebate as well as reimbursement on payout denial. And it matches the best deal for every firm all the time. Someone's saying you have to draw all day, but no entry. Hate days like these. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but don't let that like really affect your mind or your trading at all, because what you have is the right bias, which is good, just no entry. So basically, you have the right analysis, but didn't make any money out of it. Also, in a different perspective, you didn't lose any money out of it. And the next time this does happen, you have the right analysis again, the right charts, the right draw liquidity. You'll hit. You might get the entry you want, and then it'll be game from there. And that's what I want to focus on. I do feel a little bit FOMO, like, oh, it's like I should have, we should have got this short if they gave us opportunity for the entry, and then sell down, be in like an easy PM session, and that'll just be like, that'll be it. But just not always how it works. Not always how it works. We can see somewhat of a breaker here on loads. Basically long confirmation for me would be counter trend until we flip the 1. So what that means is you want to size lighter, as well as put stops in tighter too. But we're getting some reaction off of here. So yeah, 1 minute unicorn now. Like a kind of a soft or a standard setup like this is once we take liquidity, which we did, we're entering a higher time frame pre-ray on the 15-minute, and we have that breaker set up with the unicorn with the fair value entry inside. So that qualifies as an entry if you want to put your stop underneath the breaker for a closure. It can wick down it, but that would not invalidate it. It would only have to close under, even like probably this low here would be ideal for a stop out. But once again, it's just counter trend. We're still focused on shorts for the most part until it even wants to flip. We're trying to get a drive inside the 5 minute if ever I got that made. And we're likely going to get a drive inside this unicorn and see what happens from there. Yes, is looking to drive in too. So Yeah, I mean, you could put your entry here, stop under the breaker low, and try to go for the next CP target, internal target here. That'd be ideal. It looks something like this, basically. And then if you can't even go higher to the next 15-minute target, I will only look for model setup today. This could be a good scalp, though. I would probably try to get the scalp in on my take profit account. Just manage it very carefully. We're also getting it very close inside of ES here. I want to look at the next short target that we could really play for, though. So no 15-minute structure made yet. I think best case again would be similar to what I say every time. I want to see us drive higher for lower. So we're still short bias, but we already took liquidity. You know, we're in like some high time frame structure that is trying to support it. What you want to do is look for some scalp opportunities. If you want to go for longs, come back up and then ideally short it back down. That'd be the ideal move here. And we're pumping here. Pumping off the unicorn. Beautiful pump off the unicorn here. I just took that on, let's see how far we can go, but internal high here. I didn't take this on my main funded, but just on my live and my take profit. So we'll see how that goes. This will be ideal shorts though. This here feels like it was drawn here. If we can get it and move through it. I'm gonna remove this. And somewhere in the structure, look for a 1 minute confirmation to send it lower. Be ideal. We didn't even get a tap inside the 5, and that's weird. What the heck? I guess we got a tick in here. Come back down. So shorts is gonna be the real move here still, because it's still very, very aggressive down. I'm gonna try to give my commentary as best I can, and then if we see, you know, our model entry model, which is usually a clear draw liquidity in high time frame structure, and it aligns with the bias, we'll just look for confirmation. We'll take the entry together. This is what I'm looking for though for shorts, ideally. And this next sell side, 530s if it wants to go there. Brett Semba in the building. Tell me when to full port. Tell me, you know, let me know too. When should I full port on the live account? Let me know. This is, oh, there is that push. Look at that. Chat, look at that. How many people took this unicorn long here? Holy crap, what is happening here? That was off one count. That looks like a news type of thing. I'm gonna trail this. Very tight here. On my top step and my take profit? No freaking way. From this unicorn scalp that we talked about. I think I just got... Did I just get ticks out? What the heck was that? I don't even know. And maybe it happened really fast. Oh, I did get ticked out. Yeah, I got ticked out. Jat, press one if you took that unicorn. It was a counter trend one. The idea, what we talked about was inside this unicorn, stop right here and try to see if we can go for a move back inside this previous high and then look for shorts after. Dude, literally Brett actually just came in and decided to pump the markets. Usually when it moves really fast like that and it's hitting close to like the TP area that I want to see, I could close that, but that happened way too fast. I don't know how someone would just flatten or get out in that same instantaneous moment. So I put my trail. That was like a 40-point play. 40-point green stop out, which is still pretty strong there. Didn't take that in my Apex. I want to save Apex for model entries, but for any other scalps, it's gonna be my live, my personal, and my take profit, which is scalping. Looks like a lot of people took that trade. That's incredible. So basically, what I also want to demonstrate is where would you want to long on the move down? There was no long structure whatsoever here. Let's say we move up here. This is not a long structure. Move up. No long structure. The only long structure was here once we established low inside the 15-minute structure. Not just because we had a breaker, that's a pattern, but inside this 15-minute structure here on the higher time frame. And we created this breaker. And then retrace back at it. We held, look how we close inside. We wick below, close inside, and then like I said, my stop was down here. For this, I could extend this breaker a little bit more to make it more safe. But that was my stop here. It got nowhere close to it. If you want to stop at swing low, that's fine too. But if we move back up and look for a confirmation short, I'm gonna look for that because we're still bearish bias here. And what we see now is that 15-minute BPR here. So it's gonna be interesting. Let me just... $15-minute BPR here. Gonna do the same thing on ES. If we can get confirmation in this, that will be that short that I'll be taking, and I'll try to put my stop appropriately. I think today is bigger range, so keep in mind smaller size, bigger TP, bigger stops is going to equivalent to whatever risk and profit that you'll make in any other day. So in that trade, I only took one mini, like literally one mini, and this made me $1,000 on my live account, on my Top Step live account. This is live markets too, not even sim. No, this is not. This is like a 70-point play. I think I miscalculated. I thought it was 40 because I thought I added higher, but I didn't. 77, like minus, let's say 140. 63 points times 20. How much is that? 1,200. So that's why I'm up more than $1,000 today. If watching the streams helps you from not taking a trade when you shouldn't be, then I'm glad that you guys are here. Was it 40? What is this? 40 tick? Someone saying you're entry good. Didn't you set a limit on the X40 candlestick top? Are you talking about this? Yeah, I put it at 40 here. Green stop when it was like higher at 60. And I was seeing if I could just keep on trailing it, but this was happening aggressive. Okay, I don't think short is ready yet though. I think long is more actionable here, and then shorts in 15 minutes. So I'll type this. Look for 1 minute confirmation or a 15-minute short. This is ideally the play here. The arrows doesn't have to match all the way, but ideally the play here. It only with structure. Your entry was a limit order on the fair value gap below. No, my entry, I had TPT at 685, I think, and then I just joined into my Top Step live because I decided I want to join in there too. So it had like a lower basis, but my main entry was basically at the top of this fair value gap, 685. Patience is a virtue that you really have to first like accept and then really practice. Dude, my take profit daily payouts are gonna hit again. I don't even know what like is happening, but like every time I touch the take profit account, it's a winner. I don't think I have a green a red trade on it yet. That's just how ironic it is, because take profit, I'm scared of the trailing drawdown, and maybe that's why I always move my stops very quickly and just looking for an in and out and just trailing it. But yeah, basically my move to live, I don't think I had a one red trade or one red day, maybe one at the early on, but it's February and today we're just counting it. And yeah, I posted my stats on Apex. I don't know if you guys saw the TradeZella here. TradeZella, you can only share 20 accounts. So either I unsync all of them and just add and take profit, add my other like top step, my fin future account, or just keep it Apex. I think I should keep it Apex, but these are all green days. I can have losing days or losing trades, but overall green because we take 2 trades. One of them, let's say, hit for a small loss, the other one hit for a big winner. It'll be net positive by a good margin. And the only way you could do that is you have a lot of screen time. You're trading. I'm trading Asia and PM, so it's like Asia. I'm looking up to 4 hours, but usually like let's say 2 hours. PM, I'm looking for 2 hours too. That's 4 hours total. I'm trying to average 1 or 2 trades in that 4 hours time span. And you're basically filtering through so many setups in like let's say this 1 PM section here. I like shorts a lot, but there was no model. Maybe off this inversion here, perhaps I could have like looked at, but right off the rip, the stream just kept on shorting, selling off, and this is the only opportunity for shorts. That's like I'm looking at what opportunities I get. This is the first opportunity for a potential short. If it come up higher and give a confirmation, it didn't do that. So that's not even that's a thought, but no entry was given. You go down. There's no. I mean, would I have taken this 1 minute inversion here? I don't know. I mean, you're playing off these lows here. In hindsight, it works out well, but the risk reward is kind of bland because I'll still look for a drive higher. I'll give this like a 50-50 type of, maybe I'll take it depending on how bearish I was. The only benefit was that there was sell side right below, I think right here, 680s. So that could have been the draw there. After that, like, this shouldn't be a long. We drive in here, and then we got a 1 minute unicorn and a higher time AP rate. This is the only other setup so far in this 1 hour session that's actionable. And then if we can get another one here, maybe this will be another setup. We'll have to decide whether we take it or not based off of what the price delivery is giving us. When next full port? Yo, I need to set up the trade file account. I forgot. I need to sign the forms. And then we'll have to full port it. We got to get the payouts. Brett kind of took me out Tradeify waiting for live for the longest time. I'm back in. Ready to cook. Can't stop me no more. But yes, I think still looking for shorts. We're looking for drive higher. So yeah, I'm starting to trade file live on March. Let's see how far we can build it. I want to try to do base hits as well, and sizing only when it's appropriate, when like there's an A+ setup. Try to play as safe as I can, and then we'll see how far we can go with it. Number 1 for the leaderboard. It's gonna look so sad the first day. I'm just gonna like, let's full port. Oh, let's trade. And then like, or let's say I do like 5-10 minis, and then Trump just says something and it goes opposite way, slip me down, count blown. Oh, that'd be crazy. Anyways, yeah, we're still looking for higher here. 15-minute BPR. If you want to look for scalp longs, this would be probably the drive higher that you want to see. I don't know how far go, but we're looking for this BPR here, which let me show in the one as well. Anywhere in this area, we can get confirmation. As long as we don't close above, I feel confident this area would set us lower. So if you're still in longs, I guess you're looking good. Maybe you look for reentry. Do I see a reentry anywhere? For a scalp? I don't think I do. Awesome. Yeah, I think we should let this run higher. If we close above, that's low of day. I could agree with that only if we just completely violate through this 15-minute PPR, and then low of day makes sense here. See, I wouldn't mind taking a short like this if I'm confident with like triple time frame alignment, only if we already reacted off of 15-minute or higher time frame PD array here. So if we reacted here first and invert this 1 minute, that would probably be a short for lower here. So 2 p.m. sharp here. We'll definitely see some reaction. Look how beautiful this hourly drive-in was too. I marked it in the 15-minute just so I have more precision there, but look how good that drive-in was. That's what I mean by like it bounced off. It took liquidity and bounced off like a high time repeat array. This is what it looked like in the 15-minute here, and there's a pretty clear reversal. How do you trade the evals TPT? For me, I really just go for a good setup and just go for 15 points, 15 minis. That'd be $4,500 exactly, and just do that 2 times and you pass. That's only if you can find high probability setups. That works very, very, very well. And with my kind of hit rate, when I find these setups, they're pretty high probability because let's say this short here or this long here, my stop would be 15 points. That's plenty. And then it offers like 60, 70 points. I only need 15 points with 15 minutes to get 4,500. That's how I do it because I like to expedite all the evals as quickly as I can. If that's not something you're comfortable with, then you know that's not for you. But I want to see if we get a model short setup here. This would be ideal. This is not high probability, just because it's counter trend. It has everything for it, just not within the trend. So that's why. I just also want this 15-minute change day delivery here to hold price down. That's gonna be my main focus today, or this probably this area here. If it could react from it. How many contracts for evals? Once again, for me personally, I would do full size and just do a good setup off of it. And if it's 50% consistency, I'll just do 2 days then, or 2 trades basically in 2 days. That's how I do it. If that's not something you like, you want to risk for, don't do that. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to get 15 points. Damn. Now look at this breaker here. If you're taking this as our stop, this as a CP, we're still letting that ride. I'm already fully out, by the way, but this would have been the TP. That's like a 4 RR, and then now we want to see if we can flip back down. I'll just mark this here and then maybe short back down if this can react from it. It's a lot of ifs here. I'm gonna also mark an ES here. This is gonna be probably important for us to look at. Let's get Simba back in so we can dump the markets? Is that what you want? So there's 1 minute inversion. I think it could be entry here. The only thing is we could perhaps look for another run higher before selling off. It could look like this. So in this case, it'll be like the first jab at it. If we just flip here, I would prefer it just run up higher one more time first before taking it down. But I'm on watch right now. We're looking for shorts. It reacted to the 15-minute BPR. I think a lot of you guys are kind of maybe new, perhaps. They're like, there's a few questions I'm seeing, like, why are you shorting at premium? Or like, isn't this like, shouldn't this be bearish or bullish? Like, the way that I'm looking at it, this is my time frame here. You want to just watch this carefully. If we're bearish, the moment the 1 minute flips, I'm gonna be looking for bears too. That's kind of what I'm like visualizing. So we have the 1 minute flip here. I'm gonna play the short down here off this inversion. I'm gonna do light size off of it, and then we'll see how this plays, because I could see one more jab higher. Oh, this is a deep candle. Yeah, I'm trying to size light off of this, off of micros, because it's such a big move here. But I want to add in like 5 micros, and then if we can sell off lower, we'll keep on adding to it. It's just because NQ is moving so aggressively that I'm looking at something like this right now. Get a wide stop and go for the next internal low. I'm in 5 micros right now, and this gets stopped out. We'll just see what happens here. I think maybe you guys get a better cost basis than me, because I kind of entered. I want to enter on the retap back in, but just did a spike pretty good here. I need to get a cough drop after this. This could be the... Like, I'm gonna just type this out. If this gets stopped off of light micros, gonna wait for a re-entry. Because I'm in 5 micros right now, and we're going... The next internal low is already like 2R off this. We're closing back in. I might kill this trade earlier if we're gonna try to maintain inside the 15-minute, because I'm at that rate. You would anticipate one more drive in, maybe on ES as well, and flip, and then we just got in too early here. If this closes up inside the 15-minute again, I think we're just gonna look to size it off and look for entry. Yeah, let's see. Whatever I want to do here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm probably gonna kill it for 12 points, 13 points if we maintain this area. I'll give it some more time. But ES does look like we want to do one more drive in, so I think we can get a better cost basis. I'm gonna look for re-entry. I'm just gonna kill it here for 15. Off of 5 micros. Micros only for today, unless we get a tight stop type of setup. That's gonna be my plan here. So took minus 15 off of that. And what I want to see now is one more drive in, and then a confirmation again off this 15-minute BPR. Sorry, kind of flipping here. I think ES does want to give more another drive because we just double wicked it and we didn't really drive in yet. Coming back down. Yeah, so this this confirmation was a little too early, but this one we could do. I could do 1 mini off of, which is basically 10 micros because it's a controlled stop. This one, you know, if you entered off of the inversion, it's like a 30-point stop at the highs. That's like more stop size that I can't really handle for my trading style of doing tight stops. So that's why you do micros there. If it's any other day where there's less volatility, you do minis, or for me, I'll do minis. So is it still holding here? If you're still in this, we're just basically back to entry. I still want to pop higher again, but what is happening? I'm also going to watch how well we hold at the next bullish structure here. So we're still holding this area. We're still holding this 5-minute, like basically chain state delivery here. And then now we should try spike up. And if we can react off of this and hold under the 15-minute BPR, that'll be the short. And I'll be looking at this as our TP target for the most part. What the heck? Again here. One more go around. That's the third drive inside this 15-minute BPR. So we're getting some nice reaction off of it. It might just sell off right here. I'm trying to be wise with a good entry. Now we're inside this breaker. If you're still in this, you're looking good right now. I started in with the micros, which I cut off trying to look for a better entry. We do another drive in, but this is, you know, after that we had 2 drives in here. I'm gonna probably drop down lower time frame here too. Short doesn't look too good right now, I feel like. Because we had that long scalp earlier. And this is the only retrace I want for an entry short. Just looking at every time frame I can see on the hourly, even the 4-hour. I'm pretty sure we had this deep closure on the 4-hour. And now we're just retapping back in that BPR, that 4-hour BPR here. So everything just staying short for me right now. Could drive lower here. I might have played this wrong. because this would not get stopped out yet. Not this high. And if we can just get a deep closure under, this whole breaker setup here would be invalidated, and now it will proceed with the bearish bias. Oh, Kane's in the building. Kane, where are you looking at shorts? Here or higher? Oh, are you talking about this area? Okay, okay. I thought you meant like top click shorts somewhere higher. Yeah, I mean, I like this too. If we don't get a pretty decent live entry model, I'm just gonna probably scalp this. Yep. Yeah, so we also have this 15-minute gap that was made after that closure here. We're gonna look for the steep drive in. Hopefully all the way down to this low, which I want to target previously. So if you want to scalp this down here, it reacted to the 15-minute BPR, exactly what we want to see. Now we just let this move, don't we? How many people in shorts right now? If so, what entry? If this dies, I want to be able to explain, based off of my analysis, why that short is a actionable setup. Because there was a lot of people in here that were saying, like, why short at premium here? It's like, this is not... You gotta look at higher time frames. And then you'll see what I see. Kane with assist though. Like he don't have to tell you what entry, but if he tells you his bias, which is like usually very aggressive, that's it. Look at that. Look at that sell. Beautiful sell. Wait, 633. What is that? 633. I'm looking at this as our next low, but 633. What is that? I don't know what that is, but that's a target. Oh, deviation target. Okay, okay. I was like, is there a draw there? But yeah, kind of a recap of why you would want for shorts is because you get like this 1 minute setup higher or lower essentially, and you enter this BPR here, which you can mark on the left side. This large gap, once we close under, that's a 15-minute inversion. And while it was closing down, we left a 15-minute gap. That overlap that I marked in orange is at the BPR. What you want to see is a reaction inside, and then look for low time frame confirmation shorts, which would coincide with, you know, my triple time frame alignment bearish here. So like bearish obviously on the daily and the 4 hour, 15-minute also bearish. So like if you're looking at 4 hour, 15-minute, 1 minute, the moment we get a 1 minute structure, you'll be short. This is like kind of aggressive inversion here. I think we should let it hang in first, and that would hit TP. So this is kind of like my OG entry here, and that'd be 2R, which did hit. Good job, chat. How many people took shorts? Press 1 off of this play here. I mainly played on upside, and I scalped it on the way down, but not the best entry I wanted. Its best entry would have been somewhat here or in the BPR. That'd been pretty clear cut. Kane's still in. He's going for 633. I believe Kane talked about it before, where he doesn't size he doesn't trim out. He only does his break even. He doesn't do green stop. He just either break even or full TP. So I usually like paying myself, but it's a very aggressive model in that, and it works beautifully because you also can size into it instead of adding out of it or trimming out of it. I mean, and you're kind of adding to winners rather than reducing risks off of winners, which I think is the more appropriate way for swing trading for me if I were to do it. But scalping, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock it in and out. I gotta lock in and catch up to Kane's Apex run too. I'm only like, what, 7% there? I'm like about 10K per account right now. It's my pace, my pace. Yeah, we basically swept this internal low pretty nicely too. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you did get beat. The guy told me. I don't think he want to be. He didn't want to share it publicly yet. The ex Apex mod, I think. I don't know if he's still working with Apex. He does show up on the stream often. I wonder where he is. So yeah, I mean, what I look at right now is a leg higher to sweep up all internals to bounce off of a intraday time frame Peter rate to send it lower. You basically just let it send lower. If it wants to close above this 15-minute here, let's say get a closure at 825, I think I'm going to remove my bearish bias for the session. But until then, we're going to really just play this down and look for any additional scalps. So we can go one more leg higher, and then if that fails, we'll still look for shorts. Am I crazy, Brian, for shorting? It depends. If you're shorting, let's say this low, that'd be crazy. But you're shorting anywhere, especially like I think before this candle, because we had this 15-minute gap too. It makes sense to me. Like that'd be very aggressive. Anything above is pretty good risk reward. I'm always thinking about risk reward type of thing because I want to keep my stops somewhat tight, even on days like this. With these ranges, like this set like 80 points in 10 minutes on PM session when it traditionally just moves like very slow. So you got to do a wider stop, less sizing to do the same risk in P&L. So our PM is cooking. Besides the sell down, I feel like I always miss the entries because I'm looking for a model. Sell down, like start of the stream at 1 p.m. just sells down. We got this drive in. Try to look for shorts here. Just missed it. Couldn't get an entry. And then you had this long setup to send us higher for that short setup. And now, ideally, don't even want to see it come back inside this BPR here. Just keep on playing lower. So, I think that's what I want to describe as good price delivery. As long as you don't FOMO, this is good price action. If you try to FOMO shorts or long catching knife for no reason, yeah, you're getting cooked. Lanto's in the building too. Big dog. Big dog who if you guys didn't know, I posted on Twitter. He started 5 take profit accounts, funded, activated them. Day 1. Not even 1 day yet. It's like 1 hour. He just hits maximum P&L of the day. 10K per account. 50K total. I don't think that's even possible. Like that gotta be a record somewhere. To hit 5 accounts, 50K that quickly. First hour, day 1. Like, and also take profit, like, you can't cycle through accounts because 2 things. It takes 5 days to activate. 5 days to pass. And then also, they do a limit on how many funders you can activate per month. I think it's 10. So, like, if you make the argument, like, oh, you're cycling through accounts, like, that was day 1. So, that just makes it even more epic. And I was gone for PM session or Asia session last night. I was still coming home, and I saw that. I was like, no way you just shorted that beast. It looks so good too. I think we had this gap at the right at the open. This whole gap here. Once we got confirmation for shorts, just write it down. That'd been a Asia play for me. I'll be trading Asia tonight too. So yeah, look at this 5-minute breaker. If you're bullish, you want to see this hold. If you're bearish, every bearish PWA has been respecting still. And ideally to finish this for lower, we close just under this 15-minute fair value gap, and then it'll just go for the next basically low day. And that'll be what it'll be. Oh, Lanto want to share the trade. I think he posted execution on Twitter. This is what it was, if you guys are wondering. I think this looks like 4 contracts. I think he did 5 total, 4 contracts here. And he added 1 contract as it was going down. And then, I don't know if he, Lanto closed out here. I'm pretty sure it's an auto kind of liquidation if you hit 10K on one day. And then that was a pretty good exit, appears. All right, next 15-minute candle in 3 minutes, chat. If this closes under, we're going to send it for much lower. And then we might even get another short opportunity back inside this previous gap here. Big Dog Brandon in the building, too. We have a lot of legends in here. Only one we're missing. Who are we missing? Everyone that's running prop firms aggressively and getting big payouts are in here right now. What time does Age start? For me, you know, it started right off the rip at Future Open, technically, or you can be more specific because there's different Asia openings. And for me, I'm just trading 8 p.m. to up to midnight, but I usually don't run to midnight. We'll get a trade by then. So, yeah, this is failing here. 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes, and we'll get this closure down. We'll try to send it lower. Why do I feel fear during entry, and how do I come out losing streak? So the first question is the one that should be the focus, because yeah, if you follow the plan, your discipline, you know, naturally you'll get out your losing streak. If you're feeling fear of your entry, that's probably because you're either rushing the trade or you're not framing it up like how I would kind of want it. Because every trade, usually I want to frame it up like 30 minutes in advance. So like, let's say the short here. I was talking about the short probably when we're at like 130 here at this BPR. So that whole time frame, like another, or no, like 145, that's like 30-40 minutes. When it came back up, I'm not like freaking out like, oh, what should I do? Like, I know what to do here already, as well as the long as well. So I think framing the setup really helps a lot. We have a tiny SMT, but I don't think it matters if we get a closure here. Have you seen the live transition feed from Tradeify? Oh, let me see. Taking me some live too. Oh, holy crap. These are some big boy money here. 73K, 40K, 129. How do you even get that high? 107, 67. That's me. Yo, that's me, chat. Wow. See, I wasn't able to run it up that high because I think I got cut off pretty early. So like people who made like 130, 190, I wasn't able to run up that much because that boy Brett Simba, I hit 4th payout and then I couldn't trade anymore. Wait, which one is mine again? It was 69,000, I think. Which is pretty good because or 67,000, which is pretty good because I still have the live balance as well. Or does it count live balance? I don't know. But on top of that, I only spent, I think, like 5,000, maybe 4,000. Very, very low. At that time, prices was real high or low. Show me them all. I think the high is 189. from Adrian M. So it counts for lifetime payouts and as well life transfer. So it's like basically the whole balance then. I see. So looks like they're moving like about 12 people live. We'll get this closure here at 1:30 or 2:30 here. We'll try to see for one more trade if we can in this next 30 minutes. Ideally be a short setup. Yeah, we'll wrap up 3 p.m. Oh, they're still frozen. Yeah, I think some of the balances are still frozen. This also counts for lifetime payouts. So for me, 67,000. I think I already withdrew 40,000, 40-something thousand, and then the other 25 is in my live balance that I saw yesterday that I could trade with. That it's not that much for me because I got pulled out pretty early. They kind of stumped me on the live transition. I'm just happy that I was able to get quick payouts with them. All right, let me look at chat. Yeah, did you see all of them, Kane? It's not that much. How many lives are there? 189, 2, like 80, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 accounts right now, I guess, for transition, and this is probably accumulated like 700,000, 600,000 total. But like none of it is not most of it is already paid out, and the rest is just transition. That's what they distribute today, not what they moved live. It said, I think, it said also count on lifetime payouts, which I could base off of my numbers. That's probably accurate. But Tradeify, man. I mean, you know how long it took me to get transition live? I got moved so early. I think it was like November. It's March right now, so it's 4 months. 4 to 5, no, maybe just 4. Let's just say 4 months. And I finally got switched. I'm happy about it. Like, I'm not mad that it took long because I understood it's a new firm and they have to set up a Tradeify. So by the time anyone in the chat gets live, I think what Brett Sim was talking about, it could be like 1 week, 2 weeks now. So I took, since I was the first one to get paused and moved to live, I have to wait the longest. Anyways, yeah, so this got closed within here. I'm just crazy to look at NQ. ES is a little bit iffy. This is still fair game shorts as long as this 15-minute still holds below. If we want to take out this high first, this internal high, and move lower, that could frame up an even better setup. With this downside push here. Dude, I think what is Kane just I'm pretty sure just trading live account now. But what I've seen from Jade, from Kyle, JadeCap, he's talking to people in Chicago. He might be trading with institutional money. That would be the next step, and hopefully Kane can run that up too. That'd be a next level. That'd be off of Fintuit. You're not even in that realm anymore. Handle millions of dollars. All right, so we're taking a drive high here. I want to see what happens to this internal high. Get a deeper drive in ES. We're gonna try to take this. If we do SMT or we both take the highs on NQ and ES, I'm gonna really look for that possible 1 minute entry model or load time for me. It could be 30, and then try to put my stop maybe above the 15-minute peak bar. if we get an entry somewhere in the midpoint. It's gonna slow now. We only have till 3 p.m. before we wrap the stream up. That'll be my cutting point. So only try and put 2 hours in for PM session. I think these lows look good as long as the BPR holds. Big Dog Lanzo's looking for a trade. Okay, we gotta show up for him. Get a third trade in. I could imagine this sends lower if it's invert this already. This will be the first target, and you just let trail down low day. Do you guys like this if this flips? I just prefer one more drive in though. I've seen this happen. Works well if we get one more manipulation leg. $100 contracts, 100 minis. That's what is that? Is that $2,000 per point? Yeah, I think it's 2,000. Big. That's a big size there. Get a 100-point play. Probably invert this. I think this should send it lower here. If we're just kind of looking for a one-to-one type of thing, this is such a big stop. But this inversion sends it down, gets that confirmation for lower. Take out the sell side here. I want a better, tighter risk type of trade. So I don't think I'm taking this on live. Still want one more drive in. We're up 2K on Tops Up Live. I need to be like 10K plus to be on the leaderboards of Tops Up, the P&L charts. I don't think I can do that. Someone's talking about 100 micros. You must not know. You must not know. We're talking about 100 minis. That's why I clarified when he said contracts. I was like, to clarify, there's minis here. I think something like this would be ideal though. Whatever the swing high is, after taking it, gives a confirmation, play it down like this as our first TP target. And then we can drive down, we'll trail it to a low day. Something around here. Just takes this. This price action blows. I mean, as long as you don't touch things kind of recklessly, you wait for things, there are some good setups that present itself. Price action delivery is actually pretty good for PM. I think AM is also pretty solid too, from what I saw. I didn't trade AM, but you know, I'm just like kind of studying it. We had this strong closure breaker here. Any retrace, you look in the 5-minute, you probably get some setups inside of it. All right, that's that internal high taken. I want to see if we either close above, and then I'll probably be done for shorts in the session, or we fail this and still respect this 15-minute BPR. Break even is better than losing. Yep. That if that went your way, 633, that would have been like nearly 200 points, or maybe like 150. And then let's say we take the same entry, I'll be just scalping it for like 30 points. I'll miss out, but in this case, scalping did win for this eternal low. So let's see if this flips here. Probably last trade of the day. Watching the 15-minute here. We got candle closure in 3 minutes. We play the post candle closure ideally, unless we already do react from this. So we're creating a pretty decent gap here too. On the one, this is a 15-minute play too. Trump is speaking? Dude, what is Trump not speaking? Let me check. Let me take a look. He's speaking right now. No, wait. Monday. No, unless it's yellow folder. It's not red folder for me. I think for me, if we flip this, market's probably just gonna rebalance and fill this, and maybe even close above and just try to come back up, flow back up. Because we did hit a pretty good low here. I was looking at the hourly. This is what I was going for based off this like counter trend long that we did earlier. This looks so good here. And just market just gonna go back and forth. And there was no good target until 536 for me. Where's that? Was 15-minute low here taken somewhere? Yeah, this is low. Where'd it go? I didn't mark it. There it is. Taken at 680, and then we just took a deeper drive inside this gap here. 30-point drive down. If we flip this 1 minute, I'm gonna take an entry in. Put our stop above that high. Give it one more attempt. Yeah, taking turnos too. This should be a play here. What it looks like on the 15-minute too would be basically a wick to fill this whole 15-minute BPR and a close lower, which is a pretty nice bearish signature, and then the next candle would just flip lower, ideally. You guys like the short? And we're kind of like running low before power and before we wrap this up. And closure. Yeah, I mean, a closure here would also be a closure under the BPR, and then it'll likely try to send it to this low eventually, this relative low here too, which got taken by like a tick, but I'm gonna still count that as lows. So no confirmation yet. We'll get that 15-minute closure here. Still has a wick higher, closed lower. But if we close the next 15-minute candle above this BPR, likely power is going to try to push us higher. Nothing yet here. Pretty aggressive drive here. Lanto's asking you, did we cook today? Chat, green or red today? Just type green or red. We're not going to take a poll. This is going to cook here. Ideally, this is the play here. You want to just look for entry back inside. So we'll get this inversion. It's getting very close to power, but this is the play now. Very aggressive move. Trying to go for these lows. We'll finish off with this. I'm just gonna play with micros to wrap up. It is a bigger stop than I wanted. I didn't get a full size in because it didn't retrace back. And I was gonna go for this board block, but this closure here was that validation point. Let's see how far we can go here. And that basically means we wick higher, close lower, next candle, 15-minute close, trying to really sink this down. Pretty much a clean play here. And that's why we could frame the setup so well, because we know what we're looking for, and we know what we want to see happen. And when we do get it, it's a pretty clear-cut type of trading. We're gonna sink this down here. Looking for 703 if we can get it. Notice these arrows too that I'm pointing. This is it. Took this internal low. I'm still looking for a deeper drive here. Cracked under. We're getting close to the lows. See if I can tag. Just trying to hold here, but this is gonna be a draw right now. Let's see if we can get this before the stream ends. Pretty good, pretty good. So far, up about 40, 50 points. I want to see if we can get a complete 80-point play. That's what we do, baby. We literally framed that setup, and then I got caned in with assist from this first move. I wanted this happen right here. That'll get the ideal entry, and then we'll send it down. But it played it out a little bit. We're gonna try to play this down. We'll take the poll and do the giveaways after this play. I think it's gonna hit before the stream ends here. So whether you got the long, whether you got the short, whether you took a small loss or held this here, eventually it's a green day, and then we're up about 500 per account right now, just off of micros. I'll post the P&L end of day. I forgot Lanto came in. He's like, give me a 100-point trade. I need it now. And then we're like, okay, let's deliver. Price literally did exactly what you wanted. That's what the point is. Basically, when people are talking about like, oh, I get fearful when they see like the entry come. You don't want to be fearful when you've been framing the setup for like 30, 40, 50 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes, like less more. You've been knowing what you want to see as long as you get confirmation in like a model, because this is like a 1 minute entry model inside of a 15-minute play here. With also time alignment, which 4 hours bearish too. So like it's a triple time frame alignment, which makes it like a plus setup when you have all of that. And then you have a pretty clean draw, and then boom, there we go. There we go, chat. We just cooked. Really just cooked there. Type 1, we took that play, guys. And then now it gets the Brill delivery. Unbelievable. I just wanted to end that with that last entry. I didn't really want to sink more than that. But you literally wait like another 10 seconds and you get another, what, 30 points? Now this place becomes 120 points. I didn't get that at all. I gotta be honest there. And we're gonna go for low day now. Oh wait, did we go over? Was that low day taken? Oh my goodness. We just crushed low day before power hour. That's actually unbelievable how fast that moved too. It's just literally just price action. Alright, I'm gonna stick around, just watch how price delivers here. This is the next low that I'll be looking at. Wow, we're just trying to fill this up. Unbelievable how fast this played out. And we're trying to dance around because this is low day, so we either keep on selling off or we can get a bounce. It's pretty unclear. We're just gonna fight this out. But I don't think there'll be more entries for the rest of the day. Unless you wait for power hour, we will get something, but it's gonna be pretty much for me. It for me here. It's gonna be a falling knife. Still falling here. And that's a sinker. So we're about to fill this whole 15-minute here on this price leg lower. Every move up has just been met with sell. I'm just trying to look at lower time frame to see how price is moving. And it's been so aggressive. Insanely aggressive. And then you just see what the setup we took today. It becomes like an 80-point play to a monstrous I don't even know, like 150 if you just trailed it all the way to the 15-minute low or 15-minute gap low. Oh, Kane just lived. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Surprise guest from Kane just coming in just to trade with us, because he was also short bias, and it definitely helps when you have someone else that you know, you're a trader. You look for lower. Lantos probably look for lower too. You just have like a triple bias right there. Holy trumped up. Was that Trump? I did recall someone said he was speaking, but was that caused by him to like really propel this lower? I'll just kind of look at pure price action. Tariffs again? When does the tariff stop, man? Yeah, this 5-minute close already. We didn't leave a gap, so I like this fill here. The next, if we do get lower, we're gonna look for 539s. I don't want to probably see that hit today. I feel like we're gonna float up. This is gonna be a good support here because we just filled this whole 15-minute. So I would imagine we try to bounce here, which I'm not encouraging longs yet. You would definitely more confirmation in this. All right, we gotta take a poll though. I don't know. Before we take the poll, if you took shorts here, what was your entry and what was your exit? Just out of pure curiosity, because for me, I think I had the entry at 769 or something, exit at 703 on the dot here, and then literally like 1 or 2 candles later, it goes like another 50, 60, 90 points. Holy crap! So I just want to know where people are doing, if they took full TP at the draw or the equal lows here, if they want to go for the low of day, if they try to trail it and it got trailed out maybe at this high. What was your entry and exit, chat? Short at 769. Someone said 744. Yeah, a lot of people were short. Just I think the exit is the one that most people might vary here, because we just cooked up something crazy. 784 to 702, 770. I just wonder if anyone went for low of day 650s for like maybe 150 play, or even 611. Because yeah, I mean, if there was more time in the session, I think I would have let this play out. Let's say this is like 2 p.m. and it's like 2 p.m. macro. This draw would be low of day because the 15 minutes still holding. And this will be a runner towards his low. Been a pretty beautiful playbook. But yeah, we redeemed ourselves. If you took that early short with me and you didn't, let's say you got out for a small loss, this should have redeemed it. If you held it to the TP, now you just got 2 winners back to back, as well as the long. If you took that too, it's basically 3 banger plays right now, which I would just count as 2 banger plays, because that's what we kind of mainly did. Can you explain how you frame that short? Rather than me explain it, just rewind after the stream, because the stream's gonna end soon. Rewind, and then you'll see exactly what I want to see in price action, why I like shorts after this move and this confirmation. It's just so many things that, like, if you want effort, if you want to study how I read price action and how I trade, how I scalp essentially, this is the way. This is like a perfect example of good delivery. You frame the setup, you wait for confirmation, you enter, and then you let the price do the talking. What is that? 150 point read is literally, yeah, like this is from lows 160. What I TP'd 65. Unbelievable. Would you recommend going through your previous lives? That's what I do. That's what I recommend from people, but it does take a lot. Because guess what? You need to really do this timestamp. So what the best thing I could do with that is just basically tell you let me see. Try to post a timestamps. So maybe I'll take this screenshot here, and then you can see like exactly when the trade was, and then you can rewind like 20 minutes before, And that's what I'm gonna try to do for every recap. Let's try to do that. And we're still sinking lower. And we'll do the giveaway before we wrap this up too, chat. I'll post this though. What? How much is this? 86. Hey, this is still going. I literally took a screenshot, and then we're still sinking lower. We're trying to go for this low here, which I'm gonna try to frame. I didn't think this was gonna get hit today. Crap! What the heck? We're actually gonna drive this. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna do the screenshot for the purpose of people who want to look at the timestamps. And look at that. Almost to the draw here. We're about to snipe these draw. Alright, if you guys are able to, I posted Twitter for the trade recaps. Like it, share your trades, share your P&L, much appreciated, and we'll do a giveaways. Like, comment, show love, post, P&L. And then we'll keep this going. Look at that snipe there. It was kind of a soft snipe here, but we're gonna go for one more drive here. There's a drive lower there. Where we can go? It's a question. I'm not gonna probably trade this. I'm just gonna wait and just watch it. So I'm just kind of curious how price is delivering from this trade and how I would have managed it differently if I was still in it. Damn, this is still going. This next low I have here at 484. If that wants to get tagged next, be incredible. And that's the next low here too. We're just absolutely just selling off right now. Did it hit this low? I don't even know if it did. It just wicked at us. You definitely want to see that get tagged. That's kind of interesting. I did that. Yeah, I mean, Okay, I'm looking at chat. I was kind of distracted because I just want to study what price is delivering, how it's delivering, just so I get my screen time in. But we'll do a giveaway shortly here, guys. Did you post the trade here, guys? Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's get some likes in this. Let's get some let's post in here, and then maybe we'll do multiple giveaways right now. If we can get let's say 50 likes, and like 12, 13 comments, I'll double the giveaway. We'll do a handful today, just so we can wrap up this day with a banger. Regardless, we'll do a giveaway by 3:10. If we can get a good likes and comments, we'll do multiple giveaways. If not, you know, you got banger plays back and forth. You don't even have to be mad if you TP'd early because it's such a big TP. And then you would think like, oh, I should have held for more. Like that's just getting greedy at that point. You just want to really accept of what you can get. And at that point, you know, train for the next trading. You want to trail your stop. If that's what you plan to do, then you really do it. Do you feel sad that you got early? Not at all, because if you think about it, I'm up about $500-600 on all my fundeds. That's like equivalent to like, I need to count it, but it could be close to 20,000. Is it? Why would I be sad about that? Let's be real here. That'd just be more emotional for nothing, especially when you got a big play already. That would be kind of greedy if I do get emotional from that. It could have easily retraced from 700. Yeah, that's a thing too. Like this could have retraced high before sending it lower. That's why you want to put your stops in. Let's see how many likes we got. Okay. Let's see how many giveaways we're gonna do. 59 likes, 19 comments. Okay, we'll do 3 today. And if you win and you commented it, maybe we'll add a free account additionally. Let's try that, or add some more cash into it. Just to show up for the loyalty people. Because we got a lot of cash. We made a lot of money today. We got a lot of giveaways to do this month. Let's start off the first trade with a bang. All right. Like the stream and then comment your YouTube username one time. If the timestamp shows that you showed your likes and comments before this giveaway, which you still have time, I'm gonna either give you a bigger account if you win the giveaway, or give you cash with it too, with a cash rebate. So what I usually do is let users choose what they want for the giveaway. So this is what I have. This is exactly what I have. If you win, we're gonna do 3 winners today: a 50K TPT, 50K growth Tradeify, 50K starters, free monthly Discord, or just 55 cash. Maybe you could pick 2, or you could pick a larger account, because I do have large accounts. Or if you pick cash, it'll be like 100 or 120 or something. Or if you do maybe the monthly, we could do 2 months. We'll double it, because we got it like that. Good day. Gotta celebrate. All right, make sure you comment 1 time. You comment twice, once again, to be disqualified. And it'll be sad if you win and you got disqualified because you won. All right, I'll give you guys 2 minutes and then we'll just do this. Don't want to stick around too long. We'll get this end post down most likely here. All right. Definitely a lot of new viewers in here. I'm seeing new names all around. Hopefully we'll get some good, you guys a chance to get a free account. And we're about to take this low. I see these two lows I was going for. I didn't think it was going to get tagged today, but market just proved me wrong. It really did. And that's another slow taken. Holy crap. Every low is just getting tagged right now. Like no tomorrow. And we're still selling. Let me just look at daily charts. I honestly don't know how far we can go here. Look how far we're going. I'm just kind of occupied. I'm gonna let you guys do the giveaway while I'm just watching price. But I'm just like geeked out by how aggressive this is going. What is this, like a bear market? We just slam down like no tomorrow now. This 150 point play just came like 400 points at this rate. 300, wrong one. All right, let's do the winners here. All right, so these are the winners for today. If this is one of your usernames, I'll just type it out. We did a random there. We'll do the giveaway, and you can contact me on Discord. That's what the bot detected out. And we're gonna wrap this up. I just typed in the chat. I'll leave it up here. If this is one of you, DM me in Discord, and then I'll handle it. I'll let you guys choose which account. Just basically take a screenshot of your YouTube handle. And then we do have a lot more accounts for March. We'll do a lot more. If we get a good trade tomorrow, we'll do 2 or 3 more as well, because, you know, why not? We're generous today. Congrats to these guys. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I gotta go. Imagine if I held. That's like the thing. Imagine. All right, chat. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you tune in, and see you, Asia, if you're in the Discord.